This morning, Tinubu Fubara in father-son discussion in Aso Rock. This is on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Tinubu Fubara in father-son discussion in Aso Rock. That's what we have on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Governor seeks guidance on how to avoid further crisis in rivers. Restate peace with Wike. What is Punch saying? States intensify action as 232 die, 121,000 displaced. Yeah, that's on a flood disaster. States intensify action as 232 die, 121,000 displaced. NEMA lists Niger, Adamawa, Lagos among worst hit states in 2025 as farmlands, homes destroyed. Now to page 12 of the Punch newspaper. Fubara consults Tinubu on rivers peace sustenance. Yeah, on rivers peace sustenance. How can we sustain peace in river states? Let us avoid confusion. Let us avoid misunderstanding. That's why Fubara visited President Bola Ahmed Tinubu after lifting the emergency rule in that state.
We are able to see the direction of what ADC is going to bring on the table at the end of the day. It is not yet clear how they are going to form a consensus, collaborations, coalition, and be able to have a formidable force. Because I keep on saying it, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is already armed in all ramifications. He's armed in all ramifications. So the only thing is not about what they are coming to say in the in conventional media that matters. What matters now is what are they doing to grow a powerful mass movement in that direction.
Mass movement against.
Oh, yes. Without that, then the issue that has to do with electoral act and electoral reform must also be looked at. I keep on saying it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a master in dark politics. Kenneth Okonkwo, if they like, if they open the door, any contest opportunity, Tinubu will conveniently win that election.
Conveniently.
Another major obstacle they are going to have at the end of the day is who they are going to put forward. Atiku. Because there is fear. I don't know what Atiku is planning, but the whole thing is not clear. We can't say that ADC will win that election if we have not seen clearly how formidable the opposition, the coalition is going to be. That will not give Nigerians confidence, because election is not about going there to vote alone. You must be financially ready. We are talking about a man who has shown that hook or crook, I am returning power. I'm returning to power 2027, and that's what Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The guy is saying this Iba Sete, the former ministerial administrator of Rivers State, ran away with over close to 300 billion in 6 months. Where is the money? Fubara said, don't ask me. Wike is saying, why would you close into that money? And that is why they have gone there to say, Fubara, it's gone. It's gone. Leave it the way it is. It's gone. It's gone. Nobody should probe. Ete, Ibas. We are waiting for Fubara to see whether he's going to become to APC. Yes, because I saw Hope Uzodinjo in that place. The governor of Imo State. I saw him. He was the one that was welcoming Fubara. but we don't know what is going to happen at the end of the day. But what I'm telling you is this: if the coalition forces are not formidable, Nigerians are not finding it too funny now. And it looks like the president doesn't care anymore.
All right, from calling Mr. President criminal,
Yeah.
when the president visited Brazil, to dragging the FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, on the issue of money laundering. Don't you think this is dangerous for the ruling All Progressives Congress ahead of 2027 election? Of course, Wike is working for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
I think nothing is dangerous. And you see, Showore is biting more than what he can chew, as it is now. And you see,
Is he fighting people working for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
he's fighting
the APC.
You see,
Whether we like it directly or indirectly, Nyesom Wike is on the side of APC as regards election.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and that APC, that Wike, that route that is going now, he cannot even hand it when the whole thing started, And you see, the Showore is more or less like a loudspeaker. It's like a noisemaker, And about Wike, you say, I want to tell Mr. Wike that keep on doing what you know how to do best in the infrastructure. I think I can give it to you as the best infrastructure, the governor with the best infrastructure in the whole Nigeria, as I'm talking to you, among the governors. So we can keep doing what you know how to do. Just don't listen to all these distractors. And I can tell you, when nobody talk about you, you are nobody. And you are nobody to be, right? So they keep talking about him, and he's progressing. And no matter what anybody is saying here, no matter the social media fallacy that anybody is saying to diminish Wike, when the goods was going on then, all of them embraced Wike. But the sin of Wike was he joined APC, and about what they just accused him of doing about the Igbo killing the Igbos. Wike did not, they are just manipulating him. I can say it wholeheartedly. Wike built a world-class place for them to trade, for their trading. And he invited Obi that day that look at your studio people, and they have been blackmailing me, but me, I will not pay them back with badness. Okay, this is the shop I broke, and this is what I will build for them. And they were even clapping for Wike. So you see, I always say demonic issues of the Nigerians, some of the Nigerians I can say are demonic. And once they get that demon into them, they can go any length to diminish you. You could see what really happened, and we can see it here likewise, what really happened, with the Nigerians diaspora that brought his own demonic to the platform there. So we can see that Wike is on the right track. He's a lawyer. With the corruption they are labeling him on, let him, he can go to America as it is, and he can call himself. And then they will now ask him why he needs to be under the, under the court, jurisdictions. Then he will not be able to answer himself, because Wike is a lawyer likewise. His wife is a lawyer. I think they are not a baby in the practice of in the law chambers, so they are not babies. They will know how to defend themselves. And I can tell you heartedly, the Wike you are seeing, you should give him respect now. You should give him respect.
Wike has not laundered Nigeria.
Yes, I can't say that everybody is a saint. We ourselves here, who is a saint? Nobody is a saint among us. So if you're a saint, raise up your hand and first be the person to crucify Wike. That is the issue of Nigeria. Those people that are talking about Wike here now, that's diminishing him, are not saying Wike is saints. Likewise, I'm not a saint. Are they saints? That is it. Are they saints? Now they just manipulate, Jankara stories that Wike is being wanted in America. I can tell you, Wike will go to America and defend all those atrocities they are labeling on his head. Please, you see, one thing I hate
What
is
if he's found guilty?
if it is found guilty, it's just to pay some token to the American government. That is just it. It's to pay some token, yes. Because what Trump is looking for money, seriously. So it's to pay even the Trump that will look into his matter. Trump is under trial as it is. So he's even Trump a saint likewise. So go and bring a saint from the heaven for us to see in Nigeria. Yeah, we always we are more holier than Pope in Nigeria. Yeah, but when they start opening the yash now, as fella will say, they will open the yash. When they start opening the yash now, they will know that. I mean, these Nigerians you're saying, the more they look, the less you see them, right? And as it is, Wike is good to go, and Wike is doing well, and let Wike breathe, as I always say.
You see, Wike is still in government. I think he's still serving the master, as it were. And the way it is now, the romance is still very, very good. He's a jolly good fellow, as you can see. And he's doing the bidding of Mr. President. But what I want to see, how this romance will pan out at the end of the day. Because, prior to the now, we had the like of El-Rufai also once had a romance with this government. But at the time, but now, we have some kind of crevices in that relationship. And I want to believe that even with this human nature, to agree and disagree, I want to believe that Wike's disagreement with the master, as the current stands, is going to be another theater to watch.
And don't you think you should rest push for you to undermine Nigeria's sovereignty?
You see, when we talk about sovereignty, do we really have sovereignty? Is it not on paper? I think it amounted to a form of armchair terrorization by saying that we have sovereignty. Because most of the things that happens in this country, in this crime, also has the toga or the infusion of the outside powers. And I want to believe that there's nothing that happens here. Nobody is being troubled. Okay, let me take you down memory lane. Where were all the presidential candidates before the now traveling to Chatham House to have discussions? I see that Britain or UK is the place where they are going to call a campaign. Then it shows that I would say sovereignty in my house. And we are not totally independent. We are still tied to the April string of the colonial masters. As long as we continue to play it this way, we will not really get what we want as a nation. Because when you say independence, I think every view, every policy, you want to put the plight of the masses at the center stage of the policy.
It's a father-to-father discussion. That's what I had with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu when I visited in Abuja. This is Fubara on this, on how to sustain peace, how to avoid further crisis in River State.
Well, as it is now, we can say that there will be a peace in River State with what we are seeing Fubara is doing presently now. I think after all the brouhaha, I think the storm might be over with what we are seeing, because Yoruba will say, when you see your oga, there's nothing you'll be able to do but just to succumb. So I think the man has considered it, and he thought the best thing for him is to comply with that Wike and Tinubu, which it will involve so many things: financial aspect of it, political structure aspect of it, and every other thing. So I think that's the best thing for Fubara if you want to enjoy his administration.
Can you manage River State, no? Gentle.
Sorry, good choice as it were. The only alternative for him is to perhaps resign if he feels very uncomfortable with the current structure that is being put into. So I have maintained, Fubara has left a governor that was elected. He has now been officially appointed as the governor of that state. So most of the structures have been taken, virtually all the structures of that state have been taken off him. So he has no control of anything in that state. So the only option left for him is to either resign, which I doubt he will ever consider, or to comply with the current arrangement, which I believe is going to follow, because most of our politicians are not ideologically based. They are not. Ruled, they are not ruled by their convictions in terms of leadership. Most of the time, it's all about work. So that's likely to be the situation in Rivers. He has not visited his father, as the paper reported. I think he has visited his grandfather. He has a father and a grandfather. His grandfather is in Aso Rock, while the father is also in Abuja in some week. So he's ready to work with them. He's been humble enough to comply with the current arrangement. I think that's the way to go.
All right, let's the judge in Nigeria and some of his children that they are American citizens. So the best thing, it's very easy for him to say they are the owner of that house. No. And how can you say somebody that is working should not have money? So all these kind of things, I think, so will just help us to just expose sake for anybody. If you want to use it against Wike, if you just want to use it against him, just for just expose. But I don't think there's anything serious about it.
Wike said he has no evidence.
Even if they have the evidence, Wike told us that it was his family that bought it, and if there is anything in it, let America summon Wike. If he answer them, or they said they are going to deny any corrupt politician visa. Is it not Nigeria politician? What is special about America? If they don't go to America, they go to Dubai now or go to France.
Or the US government has the right to police Nigerian politicians. Do they have the right?
Yes, so if it's happened on their own soil, you know that land, that house is in America. And America, that particular state, Florida, said that anybody that buy any property or establish in that place with the proceeds of a corrupt activities, that they are going to deal with that person. And I don't know how Wike want to do it. You know, when you say you are a troublemaker, one day will be one day. You will see somebody that is more, that has will promise. My mommy will say, you know, when vow like to pick something reddish. The day that we pick ember of fire, we will not know. Maybe I wish this one will be ember of fire or Wike big to get burned a bit, but I doubt it.
All right, gentlemen, can you get out of this messy allegation against him? Is it possible?
What Sahara Reporters has been bringing, turning out for some days now, it's a damning one for Nyesom Wike. Some of the documents have been released by that agency, and I think the onus is on first, even our own anti-corruption agencies to look at those documents. Nobody has said Wike is guilty as now. He that alleged has the burden of proof. Those things hasn't been proven in a court of competent jurisdiction, which must be the procedure to follow before you can actually say yes, you have committed this crime and you go down for it. So, but documents have been released, as it were, and I think anti-corruption agencies within our own space should also look at those documents. They've also written to the Attorney General of Florida, from what we gathered, to proceed with that probe and all that. So things are still under investigation, as it were, and I can only hope that it turned out well and just not one of those media trial. Allegations have been made. Should be to produce substantiate those evidences and all of that, those claims, as it were, in the court of law. And I think our own EFCC, ICPC, all the C's that has refused to see in this case should also take advantage of some of the documents that has been released and see if there are grounds to probe this person and perhaps let him have his days in court.